What's going on, YouTube? I wanted to make a quick video in regards to the Honda Pioneer 700 and tire size and top end speed. I know there are forums that if you're a P700 owner, you've probably been reading and just trying to figure out what you want to do, what specific tire you want to buy. And I'm just going to give you a review of what I have on my machine and the experiences that I have with it. This particular machine is a first gen. It's a 2014 Pioneer 700 two-seater. Whenever the tire sizes were 25 from the factory, you know, I was getting like 43, 44 miles per hour as a top end speed. So I wanted to, my goal was to cruise at 45 without being in the rev limiter. So I started doing the research, reading all these forums, started checking different tire sizes. Tire weights was a big thing for me. I didn't want to get a tire that was, say, a 28 or bigger that weighed 40 pounds of tire, completely destroy the low end torque of this machine. So what I'm running now is a 28 by 9 by 12 on all four. And this particular tire is a SunF AO33, and the reason why I went with these is because the price point was good. I got these on eBay, I think for like $450 to the door, and these tires only weigh 27 or 28 pounds of tire. They're less than 30 pounds of tire. So these tires will not kill your low end torque. You will still have that punch just like from the factory, and you will achieve speeds upwards of 50 miles per hour. I've done several GPS runs with these tires, and I've had GPS speeds of 51, and the lowest I got was 48. So my goal has been achieved. I'm able to cruise at 45 without being in the rev limiter, and if I really want to give it all it's got, I'm going upwards of 50 miles per hour. Plenty fast for me. The tires themselves, and they're actually a good all-around tire. Obviously, they're not these giant lugs. If you plan on going to out in Louisiana Bayou and you ride into water up to here and mud up to here, this probably isn't your tire. But if you're looking for all-around, all-terrain tire, that's good in the sand, dirt, mud. I mean, they do good in the mud. I've had it in the mud up to here, you know. Just where I hunt at, sometimes you got to get through some swamps. But these tires take me where I want to go and bring me back home, especially with this diff lock. I'm completely satisfied with them. And by the way, they measure true. When I first had these tires installed, the guys that installed them, they overinflated them. They were at like 32.5 pounds when I got them home. And they're actually measuring 29 inches. I was like, holy crap. So I checked the PSI, the pressure, obviously seeing it was overinflated, so I let them out. These particular tires, they recommend a 28 PSI to seat the bead, and then you're supposed to drop it down to 14 PSI for operational speed. That's 14 PSI max. At 14 PSI, these tires measure at the top of the tread block true 28 inches. Take it from me, that's why I'm doing this review. A lot of people are scared they're going to buy a 28 and they're measuring 27s, or should they get 29s and this, that, and third. I had all those questions, man, it was killing me, so I finally said, you know what, I'm going to squeeze the trigger on these 28s, whatever. The next thing is, well, will my tire or will my machine clear a 28 without a lift? This is a bone stock Pioneer 700, no lift. I can turn this tire full lock either way. It does not hit whatsoever. Now, if I flex the suspension real hard and I'm at full lock, it will rub on this back corner right here. Is that a big deal to me? No, because I'm not really one to ride hard, if you will. But I may look for a 2.5 inch lift. I was looking at one from StrongMade. It seems like it's easier. I don't have to compress the strut and put in the little puck. It just pretty much changes your angle of your shock. It's a bracket that moves the bottom of your shock to here. So I don't know, not really a big deal to me. If it is you might want to look into that. But as far as riding normal, and you have to be pretty, this machine, you have to be flexed out pretty good for it to start to rub. So it's really not that big of a deal on me. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions, comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. And hopefully this answers some questions for you guys, because I know I had a pile of questions, and it was kind of just dive into it and spend the money and see what happens. So if you're on the verge of buying this particular tire, or buying a 28, or whatever the case may be, or what top end speed you can expect to get, this is my experience with it. So good luck, safe riding, God bless. Like I said, comment if you have any questions.